Hello and welcome to Stargazing, the show that brings you up close and personal with your favorite stars of reggae and dancehall music, Jamaican popular culture, and people who've impacted society in a very big way. I'm Shaun Cain. In this edition of the show, we'll speak with celebrated music producer, selector, and former artiste, CD Banging. Let's take a look.
I'm talking about the great, the everlasting, the multi-talented, CD Banging, man!
There is a special skill in being able to compile music mixes that leave the fans with no choice but to dance and sing along to every track. One of Jamaica's biggest selectors to master this intricate art is Omar CD Banging McNab. Born in the 1970s, McNab has always had a strong penchant for selecting and blending music whose harmonious sounds defied the imagination. After spending most of his youth perfecting his music presentation skills, McNab felt that he was ready to take his talents into the streets. He first introduced himself to the music world as Killish, a dancehall artiste. He recorded a number of songs and traveled widely, entertaining his fans. Following a change in the dynamics of the industry, Killish decided to take a break to plot his next move. During this time, he thought it would be beneficial to scale back his recordings and live performances. He later re-emerged carrying a bag full of surprises. With his second coming, he introduced himself as CD Banging.
I'm talking about the great, the everlasting, the multi-talented, CD Banging, man!
Curiosity gripped his fans as they itched to learn of his mysterious new direction. As he loaded one of the CDs into his music player, everyone looked on and listened in awe as the seamless blend of popular tracks announced a major new entrant among the Jamaican selectors. CD Banging struggled to keep up with the potent level of demand for what has turned out to be some of the biggest and best reggae and dancehall music mixes ever produced. He would stay up late at nights burning CDs. By day, he was in the streets flogging them to doting fans.
I'm talking about the great, the everlasting, the multi-talented, CD Banging, man!
CD Banging was no ordinary mixtape producer, as there was something very magical about the way his mixes sounded and how the fans responded. He quickly earned the reputation of turning tracks into chart toppers. It did not take long for producers to start reaching out, trying to persuade him to include their works on his music mixes. With each yes that he gave, a steady stream of cash would follow. CD Banging was riding high, holding the key to the super hits highway. As he set out to enjoy his new fortunes, disaster struck. Without giving any warnings, his music machine blew a fuse and his personal life suddenly came crashing to the ground like a jumbo jet whose wings came unstuck at 33,000 feet above the clouds. Gastroenteritis pinned CD Banging to a hospital bed for several weeks. He underwent surgery and was subsequently discharged, but he was in no way ready to resume his business as his recovery would last many months. When he felt it was time to face the world again, a resilient CD Banging carefully scooped up the scattered pieces of his business and painstakingly put them back together. Today, he's working with several artists and producers, including Grammy-nominated international singer Wayne Wonder, Goofy, Rod Pinnock, and many others. CD Banging bears testament to the old adage, you can't keep a good man down.
I'm talking about the great, the everlasting, the multi-talented, CD Banging, man!
Welcome back. CD Banging, one sir.
How go my boss?
All good, man. Watching the man who put all the big tunes them together.
Yeah man, Shaun Cain make the girl them feel pain.
No, sir, we don't make trouble, sir. We don't make trouble. We're lovers, we're the fighters. Now, Banging, you are known to put together really good mixtapes that work. What is your secret to putting together a compilation that you know will hit?
What's my secret?
Yes. How do you know which tunes to put together that will just make the CD run?
Well, you see, we in the streets, we live the streets, we talk the streets, Sometimes we even sleep in the streets. You don't know. A couple
Yes,
of
man.
times I sleep in the streets. Everybody have a find. But it's quite simple to me, because we determine the songs them that gonna be successful once we hear them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So for example, a squash or chronicle, I don't know if you're used to those guys.
Yeah, man. Yes, man.
Or a massacre are those guys.
Yes,
Or
man.
a Skillibeng who's running the intense.
Yeah.
We determine the type of songs that gonna be the big ones. So it's easy for we to get them on a CD and issue them out on the streets.
Mm.
And trust me, in a short period of time after that, those songs become hit. Like for example, Skillibeng's first breakout song was Brick Brick Pam Brick Pam Brick Pam
Yeah,
Brick.
man. Mm-hmm.
When I first get that song, there was no producer. There was no disc jockey or selector playing that song. Understand? His manager reached out to me, Claims Record, and asked me, because before Skillibeng there was an artist named Stylex, a singer song to me love my fatty.
Yeah, yes, man.
Them always seeking young artists and sending them to the world. So whenever them find a young artist, them always find me and ask me how it look when it come on to the artist that them pushing. So it was same for Stylex and same for Skillibeng when them come to me and play the Brick for Brick song to me. Them was asking me to get it in the street because previously we get Stylex in the street and the song become a hit. So them did ask me if I feel that this song gonna be a hit. I tell them, say, well, it's only frequent play and promotion can make that song become hit. So I tell them sell me the song, and when them send me the song, I did love the song. And I tell them to tell the artist to give me a dub plate. Because whenever I tell the artist them to give me a dub plate, because I don't only make mix, I go in the dance hall to play also, and sometimes I like the different. I like the exceptional from the rest.
Right.
So whenever I play the dub plate, it make a mark.
Right.
Understand? Especially when an artist just on his breakout. So I have a few strategy that I use, and I tell the producer, and the producer do that, and yeah, I make the song become a hit. So I told you before, it's really nothing hard for me.
Mm.
Understand? Once I hear your song,
Mm-hmm.
and I see that the song have potential, it's easy to make a CD and play it amongst the Movado and the Cartel and the Alkaline,
Mm-hmm.
and all those big guns, the Bounty Killer and Beanie Man. And
So is there anything? So is there anything special about the song that when you hear it, you hear something in it and you know that this is gonna hit? So tell you what, send on. Is there something that you can hear? What is it that you're hearing?
The song sometimes carry a line that give you a sparks. Like for example, they said brick pan brick, it brick pan brick pan brick pan brick. Just that line alone, it sparks something into your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And you start think about things. The first thing come to your mind is, cause that was the thing I was thinking first. I was thinking like a builder building his house, brick pan brick pan brick pan brick. And then I spending a week with the song, I get to realize it's not telling you about the builder.
It's not building anything.
It's telling you about a guy who just in the street hustling his money and make sure everything right. He's a hustler.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yes.
So them terms the money brick.
The money brick, right.
Yeah. So instead
did that change? Did that change your feeling towards the song after you kind of meds it and realized what it was about?
Yeah, but then again I said we are entering into a new era. So these new guys, they all think different. They talk in codes. They all move different. So I guess we have to just adjust as couple elders before.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? So a new time now, new era, as I tell you. So after a while, I start to get adjust to what's going on. So when I hear this guy say brick pan brick, and it even sparks my brain some more to say, wow, I never know it's money you're talking about. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
So that even give me the urge more to say, all right, you know, I'm gonna send a song here a road because it have a difference about it.
Mm.
You know, it not saying the norm that coming out every day.
But then banging,
Understand?
that song got some bashing for promoting scamming. As we know, Jamaica has a big problem with scamming now. And that's what the song was accused of promoting. Did you get that? Did you hear that bit of accusation? Oh,
Yeah, in the long run, I hear that it was based on scamming, but the artist himself he have a conversation with me and him tell me no.
right.
You know, like what me did I tell you previously, him did I tell myself, and him come up with that word to chop. So I chop him, I chop the street. And I say, what you mean by chop the street? And I say, well, him just a go for him money. Any means necessary, him just a go for him money. So if I anything and him I get him money, him just I get him money.
So how did that sit with you? How did that sit with you when he said, boy, by any means necessary? Because that sounds like he has not ruled anything out. As gory and
No,
grimy as it might get, as scary as it
he
might get.
wasn't ruling anything up.
Hmm.
But I understand him. I understand him because this dude is a youth where and not just him alone. Enough for the youth them right now is like there is no work for them down here. There is nothing at all. The government don't set no infrastructure for the youth them leaving school to doing something. So there was just I would have say gazing out, but still find something to do, and the music was the only chance. But they were telling me that not just him alone, other artists, that if it wasn't the music, why them don't know what they would have do, but the music saved them. So I guess they would have planned to do something wrong or something derogative.
I agree with you, Bangin. I agree with that. And you see, that's one of the reasons why I do a show like this. Because, as you know, our people, we've been dealt a bad hand. You see what I'm saying? Opportunities are very few when it comes to us. So we found something in the music, in the form of the music, that our guys can look at and use their creativity to turn that into something that people will like and they'll spend money on. And they'll visit shows just to see them perform. And that's where their opportunities come in. So I want that to remain because that gives our people hope. The guys can drive nice cars, they can live in nice houses, they can travel the world, they can look after their families. I want that to happen. I know lots of people, their blood pressure medication, diabetes medication is paid for out of dancehall money. I want dancehall to carry on. But then there's a trend going on now whereby the kind of lyrics that are coming out, and I've been saying this over and over, I'm not too sure if they sit very nicely with me. There's a lot of violence in the music, and there's a lot of violence in the society. And it just seems that there is a kind of connection between the two. What do you make of that? Do you mind it, or you think it's just music?
Well, let me state this clear. I do not like violence music. That don't write in my vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
Violence music instigate a lot of youths to do violent things. But enough artists right now is like them backing from it and I say no, want to the movie and want to this and want to that. But I know guys who watch movie just to build up a gun and pull it down back. I know dudes who watch movie, especially a specific movie named The Killer. I don't know if you know that movie.
No, no.
There's a lot of youth who get inspired by that movie who turn to violence also. So when I hear an artist I say, um, the dancehall music don't brings violence to society, and then them say something rubbish again when not sit well with me when them say it's not up to them to it's not up to them to teach your kid, or say then, or to make your kid be that's somebody who can step up in society.
Yeah, man, you're
This
right,
is
man.
your role
It's so good, man. It's that.
as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like that. When them
I
say
don't
that,
like it either.
that's a no thing. Because you see, whenever you turn your back on your kids, they anywhere. Them used to say take a village to grow a child, right?
Yes, man.
So in my days, many of people who help grow me, not just my parents them alone. And likewise, my son now we're growing up. Me did have friends and family who help grow him too. Down to him teacher, whenever I go to school, me make sure call the teacher and tell the teacher, say, look, you are his mother right now
Yes.
because I am not at school.
Yes.
So him is in your hand right now. So anything one you supposed to know how to deal with the situation.
Yes. Yes. You are in
If you
charge. You've
could,
got the authority now to straighten them
yeah,
out, make sure that they are doing right. Mm-hmm.
and
I
if you
agree
come
with
to
that. But you
me,
know what? Banging those kind of thinking, I think that's gone now. Parents don't think like that anymore. Younger parents,
no,
teachers can't
them
say
still
much to
think.
their kids. They go and defend it.
Listen, it's not gone. Trust me, it's not gone. It's just that certain people overrule it. And them allow them kids to be disrespectful to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? But it's not gone. You have only for real parents like myself still there.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Mm-hmm.
So
But you
it's
know,
like me, I say,
but Bangy, you know what I'm thinking? The fact that you've got access to these artists, do you try to use that kind of channel to have discussions with them sometimes? Because as you mentioned earlier, when the producers ask you to kind of plug the songs for them, you try to get a bit of audience with the artist just to have a conversation.
yeah, man, they call
When
me
you
in
get those
one-on-one,
windows of
man, and reason with
opportunity,
them.
yeah, but in
They
those
call
windows
me
of
in.
opportunity, do you try to kind of say to them, well, the value system driving your music, it is something that it scares lots of us. So is there anything you can tidy up? I mean, do you have that kind of conversation with them?
Every time an artist before him break through, I have a conversation there, and then when them break through, them switch and start get evilous and start move different. But every single artist before them break through, I always call them in and have a one-on-one with them and show them, say, look, you have the anger right now. You is the master of ceremony, so you have to know what you are doing. You understand? People look upon you as a role model, and try know say you have many role models, not just prosperity role models or positive role models. You have negative role models also, and you know why you fit in that space there. So the music is all about heart. You understand? So if you can show your skill and creativeness in the most highest way, it's better for you. So don't stick on one topic.
Yeah.
And to me personally, I like when an artist creative. An artist don't stick on one topic. What I mean like one topic, you don't get up every day and sing gun song. Because I realize that we live in a country we call Jamaica who been stereotyped by gun songs. We have been stigmatized by gun song,
Mm-hmm.
and it is transcended down to us from our foreparents' days, from in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Even Bob Marley did sing, say, I shot the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't shot the deputy, but Bob Marley still come back and say, one love, one heart.
Mm-hmm.
Let's live together and feel all right. And then
Yeah,
him
but
go
I,
back
I
and
don't think if you search through Bob Marley's catalog, you'll find many I Shot the Sheriff songs. Songs with that kind of
that
theme.
is what I'm saying. Bob
Just
Marley
one.
don't stick on one topic. Bob Marley don't stick on one topic. Bob Marley sing a song say Rudy don't fear also. You understand? And him sing a song say Buffalo Soldier. Now if you know what soldier mean, but him
Mm-hmm.
is the Buffalo one.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? But still yet we don't use that and bring down Bob Marley because Bob Marley unite the world with one love, one heart.
Mm-hmm.
Let's come together and feel all right. So
But
Bob
Bangy,
Marley is a man where
yes. But those are freedom fighting songs, especially the Buffalo Soldier. And if those guys were kind of teaching the people, teaching us how to be free in terms of our thinking and in terms of releasing love towards each other, then I would be alright with that. But this is more like Maraga fly. And when a boy test my gun, this is what's going to happen. And I mean, I just
No,
think that,
listen.
well, you know, and Jamaica is like a wild, wild west now. I mean, we don't like that. And it's like the
Listen.
music is just a fire to it. It's just, you know, putting more flames there. It's just stoking the fire, to be honest with you.
As I told you before, Jamaica being stigmatized and stereotyped by violence and gangster business. Now, if you really search the history of Bob Marley and in Bob Marley times, God bless Alton Ellis, may his soul rest in peace. Before Alton Ellis passed away, Alton Ellis told me out time mouth. Said when Bob Marley sing Rudy Don't Fear, him do a thing like counteract the song. And Bob Marley and him friend them back him up and run him down with ratchet knife. Them time they did have ratchet knife, but it's very prompt. They're just a bus in a Jamaica. Understand? So Bob Marley was a rude boy also. Because when Bob Marley tell you say him circle 4th Street and 5th Street and all these streets were some street where not I try to find the right word. We did so dangerous.
Notorious streets.
Yeah,
Deadly.
very notorious place. Because I come from a place named Trenchtown. Him leave Senton and come Trenchtown, come buck up and violence. But as me said before, Bob Marley never met that becomes theme sword. Bob Marley show him creativeness, as me I tell you. Understand? And him sing a lot of songs. Him change the topics. But Bob Marley did in it too, as a rude boy. So Bob Marley was a rude boy Rasta.
Right.
But as me tell you, him change up him thing. So as me tell you, me like when artists be creative. Don't stick in the gun songs alone. Because you have a place for the gun songs in Jamaica. Because in Jamaica you have sound system where it becomes very popular. You understand? And you have sound clashing with sound. And this is how the dancehall thing becomes so prominent and big. All because of the sound clashes also. You understand? And then you have DJ. What I mean DJ, like the entertainers them also, them a clash with them one another also. And a throw words at one another. And most time it was like the violent songs there.
Right.
You understand?
A man will kill a sound. A sound will kill another sound. That kind of thing.
A sound may kill another sound, and a man would have come and say, "Oh, hey boy, you're dead this time. Me have a gun on him." But that was just all because of clashing.
Yes. He's just creating an atmosphere. Creating an atmosphere and a kind of competitive spirit.
Okay, most of those songs never recorded on plastic neither. Though most of those songs was on a thing called dub plate.
Dub plate, yes, the stub special.
Understand?
Dub special.
But since Ninja Man come in now, Ninja Man come in and say, him have one house a gun. Him have gun pan teeth and him start singing. Him start singing on the record.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So right this now is a new era
trend.
start.
Yeah, new
trend. Yeah, and most of the youth them now start come and emulate that. So after that they did have the Bounty Killer, Gaia Spy Him for Die and Copper Shot. Those songs were start recording now on records. Understand? And those songs now start become so prominent that every youth start emulate that. Every entertainer after Bounty Killer coming up start emulate the gun thing. Understand? And there all broke loose.
Yeah. And right now it's on a different level right now. Because the place is just so violent, so deadly, so dangerous to move around. And it's like nowhere is safe.
Yeah, man, a man will tell us, me cut out your tongue and him come, when him kill you, him come rape your wife and them lyrics they are built right now.
Yes, and people are jumping. And people are bawling forward for them kind of things. When I hear something like that, forward, yes, pull it up.
Yeah, man. That's why I tell them nowadays, entertainer, you know, say, watch here. We don't need this no more in our society because
Mm.
you need to take the blame. You stop telling people that it's ain't you taking the blame, it's the politician. Yes, it's the politician because I remember in the 60s, I wasn't there, but when I born in the 70s, I start hear about all the 60s. Because I'm a man, I research a lot, and mostly on my music. And I start realize in the 60s, that's how the politics business start becomes a big gun place in Jamaica. You have the PMP and the Labour right fighting against them one another. And them start bringing the guns in a barrels and all them stuff there, and them start bringing it, come get the said ghetto youth them. And them becomes them start divide the country, and then you find out the PMP a shoot up a Labour right. And these were in Michael Manley and Siaga days. You know me, I said then little after that Siaga started growing, I said him and the dance of all dance, you know me I say, and then Michael Manley. So me understand the whole history of that coming up, but everybody I try pinpoint the blame on somebody else and looking at the mirror. Michael Jackson said, I'm talking about the man in the mirror asking him to change his ways.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you can't looking at the mirror and realize what you do, I know say if you change, you're gonna get some serious beating from God.
Mm. Well, you see, the DJs have put themselves banging in a very difficult situation or dangerous position when they say that it's not my fault. You are the parent. It's your fault to bring your child up. If they're listening to my music, it's your fault as a parent. You failed your child because you should have been shielding them from this. How do you see that argument? Does it wash with you?
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Every artist is a role model.
Mm-hmm.
Every artist is an inspirator to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? A few days ago, me in a Rasta house. I went Saturday gone. Saturday or Friday? I think a Friday. Me in a Rasta house, and it was like actually the same thing with the Rasta. You know me I say it's like them keep burning fire and keep blaming people and blaming this and blaming that. I mean I try to show them say, brother, you can't say you not spread love because me know Rasta did for come change the whole thing.
True.
Rasta used to tell the ladies them say them are empress and them are queen.
Yes. Yes.
And them used to say one love and them used to show all of the necessary things where we did need, for groom we and becomes a better Jamaica. And then them gone too. You understand? Them a sing about gun too and them a sip the devil liquor like the NSC and all those things. And it's like them not give a damn and them keep on blaming other people too. And me and show them say, brother, when una go realize we all have to stand account, give account to ourselves and stop blaming people because the key where you check it, we all are a role model.
Yes.
We are inspirator to somebody else, and no man in Jamaica, a matter of fact, no man in the world can come tell me say him get inspired by just God alone.
Or by himself. Or by himself.
Or by himself. There is somebody, an individual out there where you see and like and you just emulate a few things on him or you just tear a few pages out of film book and go right here.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So you always find say everybody is a role model to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Even your kids them then, if you don't want to put it that way, even your kids them.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a role model to them. So you can't have a pick up. That is why you see a certain gunman. Me not call a name, but you is a big dan and your boss gun and one bag of thing and then you dead and gone. Your son come take it up.
But banging, I like the way you look at this, but I didn't realize that views like these were still out there. Because I just thought that the place was just gone crazy. That everybody was just thinking the same way that this violence-laced music is what we should be listening to, and it's making lots of money. It's making these guys popular. So let's go for it, because there are many players in the industry. You see what I'm saying? Many movers and shakers, you included, because you've got a big role to play. You're one of the gatekeepers because you determine what is released into the public domain so that we can all hear it and start enjoying it. So I just thought that that's all was there. Everybody was thinking the same way. But I tip my hat to you, man, because this is just so welcoming, a breath of fresh air to hear somebody who's just saying, listen, I know what's happening is crazy, and I'm doing my bit to influence the guys in terms of having conversations with them to say, this is madness. This is not helping our wonderful country, this beautiful place. Every day, women are being killed, tourists are being killed, ordinary people. What is going on? What's all this about? Is this the kind of paradise they want to live in? Is this their version of utopia, if there's ever such a place? Let's just look at it as a concept then. You know, this perfect place where everything is in harmony. Is this their concept of it?
I'm going to tell you something. If you come out with bacon in your hand and throw it out on the ground, it's going to be like birds fly down and pick it or fall.
Yes.
I say I always have a friend say, in a Jamaica, throw my can, we never call no fall. Because once you throw out the can, once a fall there,
they're going to come forward.
Find himself and
they're going to step forward.
And pick up that can.
Yes.
You understand? So, it's just a metaphor I try to show you. If you get up every day and sing violence, 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 what do you think of that?
The people are going to become violent because that's what's going to be in their system. You're nurturing them on that. You're feeding them on that. Therefore, that's going to be in their system now. If you keep giving people protein, their bodies will be full of protein. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep giving them vitamins or iron, their bodies will be filled with those. So that's what's happening now. I like the way you look at it.
I always tell my artists them. I always tell my artists them when I'm amongst. I have artists who I manage to, road manager.
Right.
I always tell them, say, look, whenever you step outside your zone, great things happen. Or for example, you have a DJ down here named Massacre, bad artist. What do I mean bad? I mean like.
No, I know what you're saying, man. Very talented, and they put forward music that people like to listen to. Yes.
Yeah. Whenever him come off of the gun songs and go sing something different, him get a few stripes. Him go up further in life. You understand? Him have a song named Stay Strong.
Yes, that's a good title.
It resonates with me. And I tell him all the while, so that song there is a nice song. And me I watch BET and MTV and see the song on the channel. Him sing a lot of gun songs where ain't leaving Jamaica. If it will leave Jamaica, they must send it back to Jamaica.
Yeah.
That now becomes the
song. Return to sender. They just stick on it a label, return to sender.
Return to sender. You have an next artist named Chronicle. I'm singing a lot of gun songs, and right now to this very day, my biggest song is a song we say, I'm on the hillside.
Yes, I've seen the video. Yeah, I've seen the video.
Yeah. I'm talk all the while say, he's a youth when I really deal with me still, so I can't get the chance to go around him and say a few things, but I always tell people that around him, say, brother,
pass the message on.
When I pass the message, I make the man know say that song that when sing, we need more of that for time.
But why are they missing the point then, banging? That for Massacre, Be Strong, that went abroad. And the people abroad just lapped it up. Everybody was just staying strong. Why can't he see that this song has really worked internationally? It's taken in places. And stick with that theme. Why has he regressed? Why has he gone back to the violent songs? Why do you think so?
Well, that's why dancehall music ain't selling right now. It ain't moving units. You know what I say? Dancehall, out of reggae becomes hip hop and all these things. And dancehall also. Cause in the early like 80s, 90s, when hip hop business start evolve, it was evolving around our players in the dancehall.
Like dancehall music, yeah.
Like the Super Cat and certain artists. You understand? Because this is where hip hop come from.
Yes.
And hip hop selling units, on top of units, and then a man over tell me say, oh my youth, I want you, a man can stay in America and rich because America overpopulated how much millions of people. I say, no, we can stay righteous and rich too. Because we don't set up a thing right. So in our early days, we did have like Island Records to fly down and come manage Bob Marley. You understand? And you did have certain company too, and we did have manage Bob Marley, them Jimmy Cliff and enough other people. And then you did have Mick Jagger, them will come down and say, all right, you have a sign Peter Touch. And you'd have a lot of companies where are running and say, yo, I want that artist and I want that artist. Nowadays, they ain't seen that because they don't have any content to give them. That is why Shaun Paul will ever become Shaun Paul, Shaggy will ever stay Shaggy.
And you'll only find those two artists, and nobody else is it's like inching close to them. You know,
no, you have a few still, you know. Yeah, you have like the Protege Chronics.
Right. Well, you know, the righteousness, that's what they're putting forward. So yeah, they'll get close.
I want to get Grammy the other day when named Coffee.
Coffee, yes.
Because for your lyrical content is a where to say now, it can cover the mass, the world. Everybody can observe it and know, say, yes, this is something where we can digest.
Yeah, you see, what I've always said, banging, is that the music that goes out there, if it's going to do well abroad, it must be something that speaks to humanity. Not just Jamaicans, not black people, but humanity. It must somehow speak to the human spirit. So when you hear love, peace, happiness, all of that. It must be things that, and unity. Look at the Grammys. When you talk about the reggae songs that got nominated, they're always something about unity. If you listen to the Wailers the other day, you know, one prayer, one world, or one unity, that sort of thing. It's all unity. When you talk about Maxi Priest, it all comes back to love. If you look at these, just do a quick analysis of the content, the titles, and look for the themes in it. So a quick thematic analysis. And you realize that it's all about unity, love, and those things speak to the human spirit. It doesn't matter where in the world you're from. What language?
It's not all about unity and love still, you know. It's all about happiness also.
Well, those are common themes as well. So love, happiness, unity, peace.
Yeah, because you know a song where say, let's drink to the hardworking people. That's a big, massive song, right?
Yes, yeah. Johnny something. I can't remember the name. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a similar thing to what Scott is saying. To us. To us.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's a worldwide thing where you're your friend and after hard work and after hard job.
Big up each other.
You just want to get somewhere and we drink, we meet up and we toast and we drink and feel happy.
Mm-hmm. You see, so as long as it is kind to the human spirit, it's in. That's the way I see it. As long as it's kind to the human spirit, it's in. But you also have the opportunity to produce artists, which means that you help to make music. Do you allow any of those to slip through your fingers? Songs of the
violent songs?
Yeah, the violent songs, the gun songs.
No, I don't produce violent songs.
Not one.
I have a song, right? I have a song out now. You can look it up on YouTube. It's named Jah Will Protect Me. It's by Wayne Wonder. Wayne Wonder is a big singer worldwide, nominated for Grammy and Bill.
Good artist. Excellent. Good artist.
Even last night, me and him talked about the song. I said, boy, it's a pity how the system runs because people need those songs. Because I must sing about God and I ask God to protect him and all these things and protect him country. And nobody paid that song attention. Everybody shunned that song. And we was talking about it last night. I mean, I tell him, I feel like never remix it and put it out again.
I think you should. Songs like those, keep it in the public space. Keep people, allow people to keep on hearing it. They'll have to listen.
Yeah. And my next song, we're out on YouTube also. It's named Pray About It. That's the name of the song, Pray About It. It's sung by Mr. Vegas.
Right.
You know Mr. Vegas?
Yeah, it was today I was reading about that. Yeah, it's so good you mentioned that. Pray About It, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and him say in that song, him say the only thing we can do is pray. I stand and I beg Jamaicans to pray, and nobody pay that song attention neither. That song make it look like I ain't doing no work. And most of the song them that hitting in Jamaica right now is all about gun violence and this girl come give me a blowjob or me a scam money.
Yes, something derogatory. Something derogatory.
You got them music there, so you know me I talk about it. And I say, Jesus and Kingdom, look how me I try I change society to a different world, a different dimension. And them not pay me no mind. You know me I say? Me have a lot of songs I produce. Me have one with Juna Reed, it name Run the Place. It's on YouTube also. You understand? And none of these songs that I'm talking about don't becomes no farmer hit.
So has that observation made you feel deflated and pessimistic in any way?
Very, very much. Very, very much. Don't heart it too. Like me no want to do this no more. But guess what? It's a love. Me don't know where it come from. It's just a love where deep down in my guts, you know, me still have a love for the business. So me continue.
Please, sir, please stick with it, man, because we need more people like you. Because we can't have everybody going in the same direction, which is towards destruction. We need somebody to kind of try and turn things around. Try put up the sign, say U-turn, please, U-turn, make a U-turn. We need somebody who's constantly out there, because at least one or two people will notice you and make a U-turn.
Right now, me have a song about for job with me and RP. You know, RP where they definitely.
Oh yes, but RP was the one who kind of made the connection, yeah, and that I'm so thankful. Yes.
Yeah, because I sing the music also.
Yeah, I know you're an artist. Yes, and you know.
Yeah. So me and him have a combination. It named 99 Good. The song is about you do 99 good and the one, but if you make the 100, you cannot do, and people want to slaughter you same way.
Yeah, they forget about the whole 99 and just think about that last one.
Yeah, that's the one where you never do them start have you up for. And this is what me really see in a society right now. So we didn't need Bob Marley in those time to come do what him do. You understand?
But I know right now, we might be thinking. Yeah, but I know right now we might be thinking that we need Bob Marley to come back or another Bob Marley. But there are lots of artists out there who are traveling in the same lane as Bob Marley. Talking about the Chronics, the Protege, the Coffee, and this young lady that came through the other day, Leela Ike. It's just, and you've got Queen Ifrica and people like those. They're doing it, So we just need to keep.
Yeah, but them, as we tell you, them mash up the business and stigmatize the business, and then certain people start I take the back burner away. Because you have an artist named Richie Spice.
Yeah, I know Richie Spice. This one, Blood Again. Yes.
Yeah, my artist, and right now I have a song.
Good artist.
Together we stand. Together we stand, brothers. Big song. And the song they did a head to its glory, and then them turn it back and start to push up back the violence thing and all them stuff. Understand? Now you have a lot of artists down here, them kind of make the business still have some substantial in it.
True.
Like them and me and certain people.
You see, that's why you have to stay with it. That's why you have to stay with it, banging. You can't run. You can't cut and run. I know you're an artist before, and you kind of packed away that bit of things. And I'm keen to find out what happened. Why you decided that aspect of your involvement, you were going to close the door on it, de-emphasize that, and focus more on making your mix CDs as well as producing artists. Why did you close the door on your career as an artist?
I don't close the door, but I kind of find a different way of but you see, that is a whole different story, because you see, me that do the music and nobody not help me. Nobody, I did mark, I done my job on them sucking, so. And people used to say me take coke where I never know how a coke. Up till this day, I don't know how a coke look like, or me don't know how them something that stay. But through the wages of life, me did end up, it's a big story. Me did end up apart with my son from him a 3-year-old, and me did have to be a mother and father in a one. And did have to on the road a hustle, because the music now bring in the money where it for bring in. So woman I go run Ghana and thing. Actually, woman left me and go breed and get 2 more people. And for somebody else. And me did have to take my son and roll it out with him and be a father and mother. So me have to wash, cook and clean and still yet go up on the road. Go hustle. At the time, I did do a few jobs, and the jobs them never did that. The last time I left a job because I did get a contract work, and when the contract come, the man have to pay me. Him take for himself for weeks, I don't see him. And the man have me come at the workplace every week. I come for my money and can't get the money till I buck up a friend, and the friend I tell me, say, look here, I know the man where pay you money, and I know where I'm living. And the friend have a bike, he'd have to jump on him bike and follow him, go way out of one place, Bull Bay. And it was a Sunday like today, we go up there. And we go out there and see him on him bed lie down. I know under him bed the man did have him the money. The man save all that money under him mattress. But after that, I just say, you know what, I give up this working business with people. I do start doing one thing. So I start hit the streets and start to sell CD. That was the first move I start make selling.
Well, before you get to that, let's stick with your circumstances at that time. When you didn't have money and you weren't being paid, how did you cope? Because you were looking after your 3-year-old son. How did you manage?
Well, it's God, because I did have a lot of a good Samaritan around me. And they have a principal at one of my son's school where she did feel my pain, and so when I go through and she did call me in for a meeting and she tell me that she want help. She want help me and she asked me if me give her the opportunity to help me. And I say yeah. So she tell me what size shoe, ask me what size shoes my son wear. And I tell her. She get me 2 shoes for him. And she get me some groceries to the house and she get me some money in my pocket.
So how did that make you feel?
Brother, I'm cry is like feel less than a man. Whole heap of tears used to run out of my eye. Till at one point me did have to send him to the country amongst my mother. Let my mother help me with him. My mother did she still live in Westmoreland. So yeah. But I started the streets, I sell CD.
Mm-hmm.
And the CD that give me a lot of money.
Right.
I used to sell $100 one. So you know if you sell 50, you know that's $5,000. And if you sell 100, that's $10,000. So at all times me used to try fight for sell like even 70 CD for the day. Or 60 CD for the
You
day.
set your targets.
Yeah, when we can't even come in with a $6,000 or $7,000 each day. But we used to try to push the limit. We do that and I realize my health a deteriorate. Me did a drink a lot and I smoke cigarette a lot and I smoke ganja too. Till me end up hospital, operation for ulcer.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But God has visit me in the hospital and
Good.
me know him visit me because when me hear voices in the head that talk to me, you know him.
Really? So banging, what did you hear?
Changed my life.
Is that what the voice said to you?
Yeah, changed my life. And
so did you understand what that meant?
Yeah. I understand. Come, you see, me love my God, and he's a God fearing youth. And,
Very nice. Nice.
to God church to seek him. You know. Understand?
Yes, man.
I try my best to find him and, you know, even connect with him, even one time for the month or whatever. Maybe I try connect with him.
Yes.
And say things to him. And actually, when we did there in the hospital, my family come around my bed, come pray for me. And when them leave the hospital, that is when all things just start broke down for me, come start to cry again. Only for tears. And then that is when the most I start to visit me and talk to me. I say I was send me a road and then me see the doctor come and the doctor tell me the same thing when me I hear in my head. The doctor said to me, say, make sure you not smoke and drink again. And you have to go a road, man, you go all right. And he might give me all of the glorious thing them to keep me happy. And then him tell me, say, I'm going to send somebody to me, that somebody there was like a therapy. I couldn't move. So each day them come and give me like a ball and I can squeeze in my hand. And then he used to take me out of the bed and have me walk up the hospital step them each day until gradually me working till him say, just say one day him come, the doctor come and say, hey, you're fit to go road now, you know. We're sending you home today, call your family. And yeah, but before me leave the hospital, the doctor tell me, and when the doctor tell me, this is when we did already a year in my head, you know. So when we get back fully in effect, We just decide, say, all right, I'm going to move off what the doctor tell me and where me did that year in my brain. And that's what me do. And see me here now. I don't smoke, I don't drink again.
Good.
I don't tolerate certain things again.
Love it.
There's so many things I can tell you where I write off on my list.
Yes.
When I tick you off on my list and say, hey, I ain't doing
Never, ever again.
Ever again. And even with friends, because when me there at the hospital, I never seen a friend. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And there's certain things where, as me tell you, I tick you off on my list.
So you have to be trimming the list now, the friend list, making it short.
Yeah. And people where feel like them can run in to banging and feel like them can get anything them want. If you don't deserve it, you're not going to get it. I prefer, listen, the way me stay right now, I prefer stop and see a madman on the street and take my things and give.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me tell you?
So when you were in that hospital banging, did you have some people, some friends who they kept in touch? Did you?
Like?
I'm asking, when you were in the hospital, did you have any friends who kept in touch and they were always there for you?
Friends in the hospital?
No. When you were in there, did you have any people that you knew before, as who you called your friends? Did you have any that kept it? No.
No, I think I was one. I did have some people when me did say they made a manage me at the time. Them send some money. Them reside in Philly. So them send some money through the Western Union. And we couldn't pick it up. My lady at the Africa pick it up and take. But yeah, it was only them. And my family.
Must have been it must have felt very lonely for you, didn't it?
Very, very lonely. That's why I tell you, I cry a lot when I'm there at the hospital. I cry a lot. Tears jump out of me like pipe.
But did that do anything for you? Did that make you feel better? Or you just felt like, well, that's all you could do?
Lying down in the hospital, no, it wasn't making me feel better. Because all who surround me, listen, me lie down on a bed where we did have somebody to my right and somebody to my left, and the person to my right dead. You understand? I mean, never know that person that dead till probably like 2 days after. I see them come move the person. I say, Jesus, I lie down here beside a dead man. And you understand? Because up to the doctor, them never know because she have so much hose. Them put hose in their mouth all about, nose everywhere. Because hose is there in the mouth, nose, and my penis. What made it conscious? If there's somebody there with them, they're me right, never conscious. Him zone out.
Mm-hmm.
But things him did have a thing where I'm making my breathe so you can know. But me check the other say, nah, man, never know him dead. And then me have somebody on my left where him ball night and day because him did under beer. Him come in with gunshot, a whole heap of gunshot wounds in him. You understand? So me couldn't talk to him neither because him zone out. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it was my phone. But keep me up most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
When me surf the YouTube and you know normal things I would do.
Mm-hmm. So did that scare you? Did you feel that you probably weren't going to leave the hospital alive?
Actually, when me go do the operation, it was scary. But when me wake up, and I see this big cut on my belly, it's like all scariness gone.
You felt like there was hope now. You felt like you had a new lease on life.
Yeah, because me I say, me jump a ergo. You know what I say?
Well done, man. Well done.
When me I go to the hospital, me can't walk straight, me bend down. And
too much pain.
Well, me a pain me, and then when me reach at the hospital, there was no bed to put me on, so I did have to sit down in a chair for hours and be a pain. Until the doctor come now and the doctor rush me to an X-ray room and the doctor said me have to do an operation immediately. So me did afraid. When them put me on the stretcher business and push me in the emergency room, and I see them put something on my finger like a close fit. I have this bright light over my eye. me lay down on my back and this bright light over my eye. And, you know, me did that be good to the doctor them. And I show them, say, watch out. Me a good youth and ray, because them me did I feel scared. So, you know, me did I show them, say, yo, my life not stop here. So I guess when me knock out, I guess the doctor will work for me. Cause me tell him before me leave the hospital, him come lecture me. So I guess him did want to say, me live.
You come through, yes. But at that point, before you had the operation, what were some of the thoughts that went through your mind?
Well, as me tell you before, just reaching at the hospital and realizing that my life in a great danger. There's a lot of things I run through my mind. Kids, woman, family, mother. You know, that's everything that's I run through my mind. And then the whole musical aspect, my journey coming up, everything does. It's like a documentary I run through my mind. You know what I say? I say, Jesus, I wonder if I come to the brink of my life, you know, or may I come to a turmoil.
Did you feel helpless at that point?
Very. But I did come in at the hospital with a lady who I did live with, so she did motivate me too. She did motivate me too. So we did get a piece of comfort from her, but somewhere in the back of my mind, I still did worry and fret.
That you weren't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Did your son come to see you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Did that help in any way?
No. Because when them come, them have to go.
Right.
And I like when you watch a movie and you see like somebody in the hospital on them bed and them spouse or whosoever just sit down beside the bed, sleep with them. And you understand? Stick around them. That's saying like life is not a movie. So that's not what.
That's for real.
Yeah, that's not what.
So tell me about it. When you got out now, how did you start that recovery process? Tell me a little bit about what happened after you left the hospital.
Well, when I left the hospital, I'd have to sleep on my bed, bedridden, but I'd have to sleep on my back. And the said lady used to bathe me and feed me, mostly porridge and soup and, you know, I couldn't eat certain strong food neither.
Nothing solid. You couldn't eat solids.
No, so I'd have to drink like soup and yeah, and she bathed me and eventually I start get out of the bed and I walk up and down. So I used to get up at morning time and like walk the road and, you know, till it starts gradually working till we got a doctor and the doctor take off the plaster off of me. But them I tell me say not through the plaster come off of me. Me inside of me still don't heal. So that will take me like a year or two to heal. But the moment me start get fit, me no business boy inside of me to heal again to play playing through.
Yes.
Start dig the road.
Yes.
And then me change up my thing, me start name CD banging now. So I stop selling CD, me start make the CD, you know, and me start own business, me own a place now. Cause I say me now I walk up and down again. So me get a place, start paying rent for the place and that is where me start I conduct my business till me daddy I make the CD and I say, oh damn, you know what I say. I can produce stuff. So that is where me start produce. And that's them just the eye over the dot them just start a seal, you know what I say? Everybody start to come in to me and I find me and I say, yo, this is the man I'm one. It becomes so speedy in space a year or two is like me
the man. You became the man.
Yep.
Yeah. So how long ago was all of this in terms of your travails? All the hospital events?
Around 8
8 years.
8 years ago or 7 years.
Good, good. Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you back, and glad to have you playing some great music. And you're helping a lot of people as well because you're giving the artist opportunity. You're busting them music for them, and they're earning an income from that. And you're providing entertainment for people because you are deciding what is released into the public domain, so that people like me can hear some nice music. So you're making a difference, man. God wasn't ready for you yet because you had big work to do.
Years ago, when me just come out of the hospital, I'm start to tell some people say, me a turn mixtape man and my name CD banging and Ray. And them I said, yeah. So how much should I charge? And I tell them a figure. Them start disrespect me the most. Say, oh, you don't reach nowhere yet and you want charge at who you man you no name and do and find everything to say. I say, all right, do one thing. And before that, we used to check a lot of art, a lot of producers for sing on them rhythm and them shun me, them now want voice me, them now want nothing with it. You understand? And the man them we used to say, me not gonna reach nowhere because we start to charge money and who me if you charge money. And them said when I come back, come give me them money. And the producer them we used to run my way, now want me sing for them rhythm. And them said when I come back, I beg me for sing for them rhythm. And I beg me for bust them rhythm for them. You understand? People push me under the rug and walk for me. I never know say me said when I go be the man. But they say God did that for come through my life.
Yes,
and
yes.
do some adjustment.
He had to get your attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He had to slow you down, get you to think, get you to reflect deeply.
Yeah.
And
Very
then
deep.
you realize that, listen, I've been to the brink and I came back. So I've got to be obedient now.
Yeah, man. And right now, life has been great. Because right now, I talk to you and I'm on a little cottage when I sit down here.
Congratulations, man. Well done, sir. Well done.
Me still amongst my son.
Yeah, yes.
My son big man, I know I ride bike and them something. Prince, come here.
Yeah, man, bring him in, man. I could say hello, man.
Let's don't say hello upon it.
Hello, sir. Big up yourself, man. All good, man. The stories are good about you, man. Well done. Well done. Good. Thanks, Bangin. That's a good opportunity, man. Well done, man. Love that. Love that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's still with you.
August. My 19 August coming, huh?
Good, good. That's nice, man. So do you sometimes sit down and reflect on the story, your experience with him?
Tell him, man, him know more sight, man. Cause him know my journey, you know. That's why sometimes I have to dry him up and make him know, say, watch out, don't punk yourself around.
Good, good, good. You have to remind him. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
You have to remind him.
Yeah, sometimes I have to remind him and make him know, say, brother, not joke. And sometimes I have to get serious on him too, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because him know the journey, him see everything. Him there and I go through it with me. And him eye open, wide open, I know when can see things and know acknowledge things and know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
So
mean?
he shouldn't be making certain mistakes or moving in certain ways.
Yeah, because I know it's not the time to punk out.
Right. Very good. So I'm glad that you're all right now, man. You're in a better place now. And you're putting in the work. And you're really sending lots of artists go a road. You know, you're busting the music and all of that kind of thing. So is that hard work for you? Or it's just enjoyable?
Very hard, man. It's very, very hard, man. Some of the time I sit down and make CD, tell my back ache me. My finger them hurt me. And then by some of the time, you have some of them where devalue your respect. And then some of them, you have to ease off some of them too.
Mm-hmm.
I have an artist right now who I work with. Her name Selectors. You can go up on YouTube and find her. Her name spelled Sekklez. Selectors.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Mm-hmm.
I have a next artist I work with named Jordan. She's a girl also. You can go up on YouTube. Her name spelled Jawdan. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
We have a next artist I work with named Skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
Him names, that is a man now. Him name spelled Skeptikal.
Mm-hmm. As long as it's your artist, man, I'm sure it will be a joy listening to their works.
Yeah, and me have RP also now when me I do some things. So we can't take on no more somebody right now.
Right. Your hands are full. Hmm.
Yeah, right now me have I'm rhythm about for a job and it's in the process right now, like mixing and mastering and all those things. I know that take money again too.
Hmm.
So after me do all those stuff,
Hmm.
probably now when me
You
have
get it
this free,
lighter.
you see, yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, me have a live show me keep also every Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Bangalogy Radio Live. Me go on with it on Facebook and Instagram one time. So the
Right.
Facebook page, I'm go on with it on is one CD banging. One, like the number one,
Mm-hmm.
CD,
Mm-hmm.
BANGING. That's one word.
Mm-hmm.
And the Facebook is OMAR BANGING
Mm-hmm.
MCNAB, Omar banging McNab. So I go live every Saturday from like 4 to 7, but through the government lockdown the country, for 3 weeks now it don't keep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but normally what me do, me go live, play some music, and then me invite like 4 or 5 artists. Cause you know we have to keep the protocol, the 10 people protocol as in the
Right.
government.
Right. Right.
So me invite like 4 or 5 artists and them come showcase them talent and my life. Understand? So that is another avenue I have promoting artists.
Promoting
Uh,
artists and the music. Yes, man.
but also, we have a TV station on CVM. You have two national channels down here in Jamaica. One named
Mm-hmm.
CVM and one named TVJ.
Mm-hmm.
CVM, I control a program on it named BTV. Actually, the program named Central Expression, but I got a 5 minute slot on it. And that 5 minute slot is called BTV. That's Bangladesh Television.
Mm-hmm.
And it aired every Tuesday 8:30 in the morning and every Friday 5:30 in the evening. You can go on YouTube too and you will see some of it. Just type in BTV, capital B, capital T, capital V, top 10 chart. So everything is capital letters. BTV top 10 chart, everything in capital. And you will book up on it. You understand? It's a musical chart where we just chart some songs. Chart it from like 10 to number one. So, and it's mainly about young artists also.
Mm. So
So
how do you
that's,
determine what is on what position in on that chart? Is it you kind of just listen to what people are talking about, or is based on your favorites?
yeah, sometime I go voting too.
Oh, okay.
Like if the people them like that a particular song or video, them can vote for it to reach a number one.
Your job
So
is in music now. Your job is to make this thing work for people, work for yourself as well. So,
yeah,
it's really good knowing that we've got people like you out there banging, just really pushing, giving the artist, an opportunity to be heard so that they can get a breakthrough and people can listen to their music, like the music, attend their shows, and just help them to live, help them to survive. So, you've got a big job doing, man. So, well done.
Jamaica full of beer talented and I am one also, but nobody never did that pay me no mind as me tell you before. So me create my own thing, my own avenue and lane. But enough for the youth them don't have the opportunity they like or me get it. So we try help a few. Can't help everybody, but we try help a few and
Hmm.
put them in a part where them can help themselves. And at all times me always I tell them, so listen, when I help you, go help somebody else.
True. That's how it
And
should be. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Stop blame politician because everybody say, oh, politician do this, politician and do what you doing.
exactly. True.
And what
True.
you doing, make a change.
Yes.
Most artists, when them get popular, them end up go uptown with all of the rich people and don't want to come back in them own community where them grow up. I used to climb people mango tree and sell back. Cause these are all of the things that when me used to do. Climb a tree, sell back, and sometimes beg. Understand?
Hmm.
So me that be ungrateful for so me reach at a level and me turn my back on when me coming from and whole heap of artists I do that. And then now them left we to turn to the politician them and the politician they manipulate me. manipulate we, not just me alone. So I always tell an artist that every community carry like 2 or 3 artists. And out of that 3 or 2 artists, one becomes successful. And the one who becomes successful, you don't help your community. You're gone up at Cherry Gardens or Beverly Hills. Can help that community where them people don't really want in them place. But that is true.
Exactly. And they didn't nurture them either.
You understand? And then now you left the place now and left we in it. You know what I say? So I always respect an artist when them can come back in them community and do what them can do. Even for your lane alone. You understand? Because a community consists of many roads and lanes. But you gotta have a particular lane that you grow on.
Mm-hmm.
It's even for help that lane.
Mm-hmm.
Probably somebody on the lane that way you help can help the next lane and the next lane, help the next lane until.
And together we can all build and we can all elevate the ghetto.
You understand?
Give everybody a good standard of living and
quality of life.
I think
we are mash up the ghetto them. Not just in Jamaica alone, but overseas too. When you really check the hip hop market and the projects them, you understand there's a lot of talents come from the projects and they might end up to violence too. That's why you find so many young youth that lose them life too. Because they must set up that infrastructure that we know say, all right. Don't get me wrong, you know, you have a lot of artists street. Come and see a lot of artists street. Like Lico Wayne, him come help Nicki Minaj and him come help Drake and you know me I say a whole heap of artists street. Me see Rick Ross, him help Meek Mill and him help couple people well. You know me I say?
Mm-hmm.
But still yet you have somewhere no one do it. So it's like a America, Jamaica thing. Same way in Jamaica now you have the ghettos them where the youth them so talented. And you come from the ghetto and know that the youth them talented. And you take away yourself and you know and come back. If you do come back, you show off in your beamer. And you know, you start make people hate you and then you find out say you have to run well if your community. I don't want to call a name, but there's a lot of that go on right now and some of the man them have to run again foreign. You understand? Because them don't want to help them community and set a standard in them community. No. Listen, you're going to find haters, you know, because haters will always be haters.
They hate everything. They hate the good that you do. They hate the bad that you do. They hate the nothing that you do. Haters just hate.
You're going to find people who are against what you do. But listen this. You see, once you start to do good, even the people them will appreciate goodness. Now go allow nobody to trample you. This is what me know. You understand? So you have to keep on do good, brother, because this is what God do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if God never did right in the for we, he would have crushed the world a long time and mash up this and just know say so it go.
But it's very tempting though. It's very tempting though, you know, the ungratefulness. Whenever you're kind to people and you think it's their turn to be kind to you or be kind to somebody else, and they just turn their backs. As you said when you were in the hospital, nobody was there. Nobody came to see you apart from just that core, you know, support that you had.
Yeah, because I get a drama when I left the hospital and all of my friends them run come back to me. Me or all friend I tell people say, oh, banging me I tell someone say, me and you see it out of the same pattern. Me I say, geez, I'm pinned down.
Listen to this.
So, you never used to tell people that when me dep on my dying bed or, you know me I say? But you know you start tell people that no, because you see a way where you can gain out of it. But as me tell you before, me not really do this for myself. Me do this to God. You understand? I love God and I try to show you say. Them could have hurt me a million times or hurt my heart a million times. I don't give a damn. I just do this with God. Because I remember I said them hurt God to you. And I will heap of good things him do. You understand? So who is me for them hurt? Yes,
honor, man. Honor. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Honor. It was a privilege, man. It's a privilege. But Banging, you know what? You surprised me in so many things. But I'm humbled because I just feel really blessed and special to be here at this moment, to hear all of this and to be a part of it, to witness it and just to feel the energy and feel the powers and just to be enveloped in that power. It's good, man. You've got a great heart and that is just so good to know. But before I let you go, I always like to ask my guests about reggae music, just to see how much they understand the music, how much they know about what has happened in the music and what's happening now. And I generally take questions from this book. It's called Reggae Larger Than Life, the ultimate reggae music fun and games book. It's written by myself and it's available on Amazon. It's also available in Jamaica at Ashby's Pharmacy, 160 Old Hope Road in Kingston. And if you're more into apps and things like those, the Android version of the app is available from the Google Play Store. Just type in Reggae Larger Than Life Fun app, download it, and you have lots of fun just answering questions about reggae and dancehall music. So I've selected 2 questions for you, and the first question goes like this. It says, Water Pumping, originally released on the legendary Jammies label, was a 1983 hit for which of the following legendary artists? The options are Sugar Minott, Ranking Dread, Michael Prophet, and Johnny Osborne.
Johnny Osborne.
That's great, sir. Good. Well done, sir. Ping, ping, ping. Drum roll, sir. Well done. All right, the second and final question now goes something like this. There was a big ship sailing on the ocean more than 35 years ago. The captain or singer was a 12 Tribes of Israel Rastafarian brother. What was his name? The options are Freddie McGregor, John Holt, Eddie Grant, and Half Pint.
Freddie McGregor.
Freddie McGregor, man. Well done, man. I see you're deep in your music, man. That's all good, man. Well, the questions that were taken from this book, it's called Reggae Larger Than Life, the ultimate reggae music fun and games book. It's available on Amazon. It's also available at Ashby's Pharmacy in Jamaica. That's 160 Old Hope Road in Kingston. Just go there, you pick up your copy of it. Also, if you're more into apps, the Android version of the app is available from the Google Play Store. Just type in Reggae Larger Than Life Fun app, and you can have lots and lots of fun enjoying what's there in that book. And I've also got another one coming out when we're going to take people around Jamaica talking about reggae and dancehall music. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in details when the time is closer. And we've got lots of people we're going to include in it because they've been doing so much for reggae and dancehall music in their own right. So I know you work with a lot of artists, Baggy. You know, who are some of the artists that you probably might want to big up or something like that?
Yeah, man, I want to big up Wayne Wonder, and I'm a real general. You know, Wayne Wonder has been a great mentor in my life. You know, I say him has make a lot of things possible. As I tell you before, him sing a big song, give me. And him end up come to Jamaica, come video it out and pack it and pay a lot of radio man to play the song. You know, so big up Wayne Wonder, and I'm a real general. I want to big up our next general in my life, Mr. G, aka Goofy. You should have known Goofy from...
Yeah, the Main Street man. Yes, former Main Street artist.
Yeah, with Red Rat. Actually,
yes.
me and him work
general degree and them on there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me and him work on a few projects right now. We have a song out right now named Different, you know, and the Click Rhythm, and we are about to chop another song named Banging Bounce. You know, and more I say a special thanks to Mr. G, you know, for looking out for me, you know, me I say, making it possible, because I've been helping people over the years, and here comes this brother want to help me, you know. So me have to give thanks, you know. Yeah, and this man is a man where I've been helping so many artists same way like me, you know. Him boss Madandro, I don't know if you know Madandro.
Yeah, man, I remember Madandro, man. Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Him have a touch certain people career too. Not necessarily boss them, but him play a great part in them career, like the Idonias and Version, and there's so many artists.
Even RP was telling me that, boy, them do some work together as well.
Yeah, RP do some work with him too. So, you know, he's a great soul. Trust me, he's a great soul, and you know, I just want to say thanks to him, you know. Respect. I do give thanks, you know, for looking out for me.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And we just want to say a special request, a special thanks also to Craig Cream. You know, Craig Cream partnership with Mr. G, and 2 of them are in the business right now. So Craig Cream Entertainment, big up yourself also. You know what I say? I do give thanks to the opportunity. As I said before, I've been helping a lot of people, and there comes these people helping me, you know?
It's good, man.
So I have to really give thanks, you know, God have been great. So many respect Mr. G, many respect Wayne Wonder, many respect Craig Cream, many respect Deli Ranks, Music, Deliranks, big up yourself. Many respects, Spraga Benz, big up yourself, General. Many respect, Natural Bridge. Many respect, Snow Cone, Rowan Fuller. You know, I say, because Snow Cone, when I do a tune with Nadine Sutherland, like 2001. You know, but them time I made the name Killish still. You know, so I have to give thanks. Because the whole of them something that helped mold me to be the man I am now. And I can't be ungrateful. So, you know, I send my respect, you know, goes out to them. So, yeah.
It's good to say thanks, man. It's good to acknowledge the kindness that people have done for you. Because you might think that, well, you're just saying a few words. But when they reflect on it, they'll realize that this man is deep. This man is really appreciative. Yeah, so man, look what he said to me. And, you know, you never know. They might say it to their children, say it to their wives, say it to their friends, their parents, that, listen, you know, this guy, this is what he said to me. That's deep. I really feel honored. But you might think that you just say a one-liner, but it goes far for them. So it's really good that you can look back and say, thank you, you know, because these are names that I've grown up listening to the music and I've heard people say lots of wonderful things about them. So for you to come and endorse it now, then it just really tells me that.
Well, listen, this is one of the problems I have with some of my talent them when I work with you. Sometimes I do some things to them and them even have the courtesy to tell you thanks. And sometimes I have to call them and say, like, really, rude boy? You never said thanks, rude boy. Your mother not show your manners and show you so them courtesy they carry through the world.
Yes, man, those things go far.
Just saying thanks. Now take nothing out of you for those say thanks. So me study them something there, so me always, you know, have it in mind. Be mindful of the people them and just must say if people are be good to you and are great in your life, and nothing for us say thanks.
Right.
So I just want to say thanks to them. And thanks to the I too, brother, for having me on your show. You know,
Bless
it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
You know,
You've been a blessing, man, because, you know, your story is so strong, so deep, and I take energy from that as well. And I'm just really privileged to have been sitting here talking to the great CD Banging, you know, because I've always listened to your music, your collection of songs, your compilations and everything. And to be talking to you now, that's an honor. So thank you so much, man, for allowing us into your life to share your story and to spend some time and just to reminisce, just to chat about what you've been up to.
Denisha Banging, big up. Denisha Banging, thanks to my wife, you know.
All right. Yeah, but you have to big up your wife, man. Definitely. As you said,
Denisha McNab.
Yeah, she's been a pillar. She's been a rock for you.
Yeah, because I know when she kill me now, because she could have watched this. Although she not do that still, you know.
Yeah, but you know, you still have to show your respect and your appreciation. Yeah. You know, because she's been there for you. She's done a lot to make you who you are now. You know, keep your sanity about you, your strength, and so that you can feel good about the future.
Yeah, man. Love her like one, you know.
Yeah, man. All the best, man. So thank you so much for being a part of the show, Banging. This was really great.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate the moment, you know.
And I appreciate it too.
You're doing a great job, you know. Wish you all the blessing, you know. That you take the thing to the highest level, you know.
Thank you, man. Well, I know with support from people like you, then, you know, this can only get better. So thank you so much for being a part of the show, man.
If I book any artists that really need this platform also, I will send them over to you.
Yes, I appreciate that. Yes, appreciate that, Banging. Yeah, man. So that's it for this edition of the show. Yes, all good, man. Love the energy, love the vibe, love the kindness. Well, that's it for this edition of the show. I'm Shaun Cain. We'd like to say thanks to our special guest, the CD Banging producer, former artist, and also a promoter of reggae and dancehall music. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. And
before I go, people, look out for my song. It's called Different. It's on YouTube right now. Banging. Just type in BANGING, different, 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 and yeah.
We'll enjoy it, man. Well, as soon as I close off the show, I'm gonna go and check it out because you've given me some names and things like those that I need to check as well. So I'd just like to say to all the viewers, remember to subscribe, to like, to share, and to also leave a comment so we know how we're doing. Remember to push that bell so whenever we have new shows, you'll be the very first person to know about this. Until next time, this is Shaun Cain saying thanks for watching. See you soon.
Waiting to survive for so long. In my pan the battlefield, I am a sword, you are my shield. jealous.